Now in the news, police are investigating two separate deadly motorcycle crashes, one in Auburn and another in the town of Glenburn.
In Auburn, police responded to a crash around 6:45 in the morning on Washington Street. Investigators say a motorcyclist crashed into the back of an SUV after that vehicle changed lanes. Police say the motorcyclist was thrown from the bike and hit the guardrail. They died at the scene. The other driver was not hurt. Police say speed was likely a factor in this crash. Police are not sharing the names of the victim until their family has been notified.
And in Glenburn, sheriff's deputies say a man is dead after crashing a motorcycle into the woods. They say it happened around 11:15 last night in the area of Phillips Road. We're told that an automated crash notification alerted authorities. The Penobscot County Sheriff's Office says no one else was involved in the crash. Deputies are not sharing the man's name right now because the crash is still under investigation. These two crashes come amid a recent uptick in deadly motorcycle crashes across Maine.
News Center Maine's Akua DeVal has a closer look at the data and what first responders are saying about it. She joins us live now with more on this. Hi, Akua.
Yes, Chris and Amanda, state data shows motorcycle deaths in Maine are nearly double what they were at this time last year. The Maine Bureau of Highway Safety reports 27 people have died in motorcycle crashes so far this year. At this time last year, that number was 14. In Hancock County, first responders have responded to 3 deadly motorcycle crashes in just over a month between July and August. And while there's no specific cause identified for this year's uptick, officials are urging both motorists and riders to wear protective gear, follow the speed limit, and stay alert to their surroundings.
And just to have 3 deaths on the highway in a month and all of them be the result of motorcycle crashes is just highly unusual. We just don't see that.
When you have a high concentration of vehicles and elevated speed limits, the crashes are certainly more significant. So just please pay attention and obey the speed limit.
Fundraising efforts are underway to help the families of all 3 Hancock County motorcycle crash victims. I also spoke with the families of some of the recent crash victims who say they're grateful for the outpouring of support they've received from people near and far. Live in the studio, Akua DeVal, News Center Maine.
Akua, thank you. Now to this. Police in Massachusetts are looking for a woman they say could be armed and dangerous after an off-duty police officer was found dead inside his home in Worcester yesterday. Police identified the victim as Officer Kurt Solomon. They say he was a 31-year veteran of the police department. Now, police are hoping to bring in Karen Solomon for questioning. The Worcester County District Attorney's Office is not sharing how he died or what exactly his relationship to the woman is, describing the situation as a domestic incident that limits their ability to share additional information.
Well, another scam to warn you about tonight. This one, an elaborate ruse meant to trick you into thinking that the FBI is calling. This so-called agent impersonation scam involves several phone calls and a fake FBI agent asking you to download an encrypted app in order to continue the conversation. The real FBI says that is all fake, and scammers are spoofing their Boston Division phone number to make it look real. Data from the FBI shows 125 victims in Maine reported losing nearly $700,000 to government impersonation scams last year alone. Another round of primaries and another election surprise.
With the midterm elections less than 3 months away, both parties are honing their messages to voters right now. NBC's Ryan Nobles has details from Washington.
But we've got a lot of work to do.
Primary night produced a big surprise in Florida. Democratic Socialist State Representative Angie Nixon bested former national security aide and establishment-backed Alex Vindman. He outraised Nixon by millions, but her message resonated with voters.
We have proved that everyday people are more powerful than the corporations and billionaires. This win is for the little guys and girls.
Vindman's testimony to Congress about a phone call between President Trump and Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky in Trump's first term led to impeachment proceedings. Now Vindman says he's all in with Nixon and will stand by her side as she takes on Republican incumbent Ashley Moody. Moody easily won her primary and immediately set her sights on Nixon.
Angie Nixon, who will be my opponent in November, and her comrades want to destroy this country. and everything that it is built on.
Congressman Byron Donalds won the Republican nomination for Florida governor.
My administration will be guided by three pillars: making Florida accountable, achievable, and most of all, affordable.
He will take on David Jolly, a former Republican lawmaker turned Democrat.
Folks, there is a new coalition emerging in American politics tonight, and it's starting right here in the state of Florida.
On the opposite end of the country, the race for Alaska's senator pits former Democratic lawmaker Mary Peltola
And I'm so excited to be in this race with you.
against incumbent Dan Sullivan and possibly Dan J. Sullivan. He's the retired teacher also running for a place in the top 4 candidates. Alaska has a unique primary, with all parties vying for 4 spots to run in November. The last 2 spots have not been determined yet. President Trump endorsed Ashley Moody and Brian Donalds in these primaries, but he also backed House candidate Corey Mills, who's facing sexual assault allegations and a Justice Department investigation. Trump said today that he told Mills to drop out and he didn't listen. He's now backing the man that won that primary, Ryan Elijah, in the fall election. Ryan Nobles, NBC News, Washington.
A White House aide is in the spotlight after a Democratic senator from Georgia made comments about her during a political rally recently.
Natalie Harp is one of President Donald Trump's closest confidants. She's frequently seen at his side during public appearances and other outings. Now she's facing scrutiny after Senator Jon Ossoff, who's running for re-election in Georgia, claimed that the president would rather golf and spend time with Harp than run the country. Ossoff's comments have since gone viral, catching the attention of President Trump on Monday.
What is your response, Jon Ossoff?
You mean Pee Wee Herman? Pee Wee Herman lookalike? No, I would much rather do other things. We're building a great facility here. We're fixing a White House that hasn't been taken care of.
Harp and Trump's close relationship has been growing for years. The 35-year-old started as a member of the president's re-election campaign in 2020 before joining One America News as a news anchor. She then began working again for Trump in 2022. CNN spoke with Harp's brother, who says her fixation with the president was a part of their upbringing.
And so, I think that my sister, unfortunately, didn't break out of that delusion that my mom raised us with. And Trump is like everything that my mom taught us to respect. So I think that's where her infatuation for Trump comes from, honestly.
NBC News has reached out to Harp for a comment, but did not immediately hear back.